worried that our pitching, the pitching rotation for the Giants, were starting to fall apart a little bit with Leslie coming out doing well, Zito not doing well. It was just Kane, Bumgarner, and Vogelsong, and that's pretty much what the Giants have been led by since. And then Zito got clicking after the All Star break, and then Giants were off from there. Um, Before I go to the bottom of the second for the Cardinals, let's go back to the trade deadline for the Giants. I know I'm talking about the Giants a little bit too much, but they won the game. You gotta give them props. I need to talk about them a little bit more. A lot of people have been talking about the Cardinals a lot and how they were going to win. Let's talk about the Giants a little bit more. The biggest trade during the trade deadline, the play that made the biggest impact for the team, for their team, was Marco Scudero, the second baseman for the Giants. At the trade deadline, he was picked up from the Colorado Rockies. And what did he do for the Giants? He had a 320 batting average. He had a game-winning base hit to move the Giants up 5 games over the Dodgers. That really spread out the lead in the NL West during the regular season. And his defense has been none other than perfect. And he's led this Giants ball club, batting second in the lineup, to become possible World Series contenders if they come back. Which it could not happen. It could not happen, but it could happen. Giants, they had won 3 in a row in Cincinnati to get to the spot where they're in right now, and they got the job done. So expect anything in Game 6 and 7 at AT&T Park. So let's go to the bottom of the second. This is the biggest inning, in my opinion, in this entire game. Forget the Giants top of the fourth. This could have been disastrous for the Giants. The Cardinals started off with Yadier Molina with a single to center field. Then the next batter, David Freese, kind of fisted a double down the right field line that Hunter Pence couldn't really get to. Then you got runners on second and third with no outs. This is a 0-0 ball game in the bottom of the second. Zito is pitching, and people are wondering, Zito only got to 2 2/3 in the NLDS Game 4 start. Will he screw it up this time? And for the Giants fans, they all know that Zito can screw it up a lot, especially from experience for the last 5 years the Giants have had him. After the Freeze double, the Scalzo strikes out, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But actually, it seems fine for the Cardinals fans. You got one out, all right. We got Pete Cosmo out. He's gonna get hit. Turns out they would intentionally walk him to make the bases loaded for the pitcher. So that strikeout turned out to be the worst possible thing that could ever happen. A grounder for the Scalzo gets him a run. A fly ball, possibly you can get in a run. A hit, simple as that. A hit drives in one, maybe even 2 runs. But the Scalzo strikes out. And that was the big thing for Zito to get out of. He intentionally walks Cosma, and then you guys know the broken back double play to Brandon Crawford on to Scudero to Belt, and that's it. 3 runners left on base for the Cardinals, and that is all they did after that. Bottom third, 1-2-3 inning. Bottom fourth, Craig doubled, and then Molina grounded out to the pitcher. Craig to third. Freeze and Del Scasco got outs in the infield. Bottom five, uh, 1-2-3 inning. Bottom six, 1-2-3 inning. Bottom seven, Descasso singled. Then after that, 1-2-3 inning. And then Sandoval with the home run in the eighth, the insurance run that the Giants needed, and that's pretty much all they needed, really. So I think people want to talk about this and want me to talk about this. The top of the fourth inning, Giants start with Scudero with a single to right, then Panda Sandoval singles. Buster Posey strikes out, and he's had a very hard time getting things clicking in this series. Posey, the possible MVP winner, he's the MVP candidate right now, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like it's the Giants need batting, obviously, and Pusha Posey, who I think he has like a, I think he's like a below. I'm trying to think, but it's below 150 batting average, and that's what the Giants cannot have. Their best hitter not hitting. Next play, 1 out. Pence grounder to the pitcher. Lance Lynn, and then you guys know he throws it to the second base bag. Ricochets up. Scooter goes and scores from second. Sandoval goes to third, and then Hunter Pence he's at first. Then Blanco walked. Crawford gets the single. Then Zito gets the bunt. Hallelujah. Then Lance Lynn gets taken out, and then that's all really the Giants needed. And well, it was good for the Giants to get this win, especially on the road, but odds will be against them as they need to win 2 long games left. And guys, I'm just going to tell you about what you expect in the Game 6. Chris Carpenter, he's 0-1 with a 4.50 ERA in the postseason. That one loss came against the Giants in Game 2. Vogelsong, he pitched in Game 2. And he got the win out of that, giving up only 1 run. So do we see a repeat? The offense clicking again, like in Game 2 for the Giants, and then Vogelsong doing work. Chris Carpenter is having a hard time really get started in the series. He went 0-2 this season. He came back from elbow surgery surprisingly very fast. He was supposed to miss the rest of the season, but look, he's 1-1 the postseason. He had that win against the Nationals. He had that win against the Nationals. He did good. To be honest, against the Nationals, then against the Giants, it went down to pooper. 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, only 2 earned. He hit a home run, and then it just went downhill from there. He's getting paid big money. He's getting paid $8.5 million a year. So you should expect a lot from the 37-year-old pitcher from New Hampshire. Chris Carpenter. He's been playing this game for 14 years. He is a very good pitcher, in my opinion. He is probably one of the best pitchers that the Cardinals have ever had, possibly. I might be overreacting, but in recent history, I think that Chris Carpenter has been the real leader for the Cardinals pitching staff. But right now, he's getting old. The surgery he had during the spring training was a big concern. Hallelujah, you got Lance Lynn. He had a terrific start to the season, going 10-2. Then he got shaky near mid-season, and then he got things clicking again near the end of the season. He got 18 wins. That was pretty much a blessing from God to the Cardinals, especially to the pitching staff. Lance Lynn was a question mark. The Cardinals did not know what was going to go on with Chris Carpenter. No one thought that Lance Lynn was going to have 18 wins. No one thought that Chris Carpenter would come back. Now you got Jaime Garcia, who would be big for the Cardinals for the rotation, because pretty much that's your only left-handed starter. You got Wainwright, Lynn, Carpenter, and that seems to have to be it, pretty much. So, concern for the Cardinals if the righty rotation here in the postseason is catching up to them, because you need a little bit of diversity, I think, for the pitching staff. The Giants have one lefty. I think that's really enough for the Giants. They pull in a 4-man rotation. Pardon me. They have 2. They have Zito and Bumgarner. You need diversity. You need diversity to go through a regular season. You need diversity to go through a postseason. And obviously, the Cardinals have not done that yet. If they want to beat the Tigers, they need diversity because which left-handed starter which left-handed starter is going to pitch against Chris Fielder? No one, because there's no one on the rotation. So you got Chris Carpenter, Wainwright, and Lynn throw to Prince Fielder if they make it to the World Series, and Miguel Cabrera, and Alex Avila, and see the list keeps going. That's the concern I have for the Cardinals if they make it to the World Series. And when we come back, in the last about 3 minutes of the show, predictions. What's going to happen in Game 6? If there's a possible Game 7, and what's going to happen in the World Series. And also, guys, I'll have a show during the World Series, possibly after Games 2 or before 3. I'll be coming back. You guys stick around.
Cross my happy hunting ground while Bill couldn't tame. You get gunned down, it's about the fortune and fame. Spit out like tobacco, the natives look the born as evil. Taking scalps and wolves back till I change the strains. Got to pour my people, all my people.
I manipulate metaphors, bring the medication to heal hip-hop's many sores. Rushing through the corridors and the middle, in the middle. I fill up with life's riddles and break them down to little riddles. I'm that multitasking, clean up your wasteful chatter like some canine fecal matter. Drop it in the bag and make the quick dash to make sure that it goes out with the morning trash. I'm that problem solving for all them questions asking, and you up and coming has-been. See, I was raised on rapping, kicks the where I tap, and the stairs is where I'm clapping. Most mistake rockin' for a swim, they call me the sacrificial jerk. No joke, I smoke my goals, those are the bows, the one who rose and claim the style is lazy. They say they're underground and that they are my replacement. Even want you back down in the basement, but I continue to pound the pavement, stay fly just like
a green belts wrapped around our minds, an endless red tape to keep the truth confined.
Welcome back to the NLCS Post Game Show. My name is Stephen Hughes, and so the final little thing you need to take care of before the show ends, predictions, and then I gotta take care of how you guys can socially contact me if you guys have any questions on the show. Giants and Cardinals taking on the Tigers in the World Series. Is the Giants or is the Cardinals taking on the Tigers? And these are my predictions. I'm not going to be right. I swear I'm not going to be right. But I'm not going to be right. I'm not going to be wrong. So, no bias. Cardinals take the series in Game 7. Tigers win the World Series. Simple as that. Tigers' offense and pitching is just too much for the Cardinals in the World Series. This will be a rematch of the 2006 World Series in which the Tigers lost 4-1. So if anyone on the Tigers roster has some revenge, do it now. And so pretty much, thank you guys for listening to my show. Keep up with my Facebook page on Steven's All Out Baseball Show. You can guys tune into that. Also Twitter at StephenHughes14. And YouTube, you can watch my videos there. And also on Spreaker, you can follow me, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day. Go National Sports.